Hello, everybody, and welcome to the William B. Finneran Pavilion here in Pennsylvania, where tonight we have game one of our SimWorld TV on CBS coverage as the St. Mary's Gales face the Villanova Wildcats. I'm B. Ron, and joining me tonight is Maestro. Maestro, good to have you here with me.
Love to be here with you. Love the William B. Finneran Pavilion. There's a story behind that. We can talk about that later, but we're going to talk about it right after we go to break, everybody. See you back in a few.
Welcome back, everyone, to the William B. Finneran Arena here Again, I'm B wrong. Alongside me is Maestro tonight, and Maestro, it's good to be here with you as always, my friend.
Love being in Villanova, not that far. Go a little up the road. I'm gonna bring you to the China Empire and get you a couple of Phoenix rolls, man, so we can party out in Philadelphia tonight, maybe if my card clears.
Phoenix rolls, crab rangoons, all that stuff, man. I'm down. I'm down. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, look, we have the number 22 St. Mary's Gales taking on the Villanova Wildcats tonight, and this Maestro. Welcome back, everyone. You know, Maestro, it's been raining very hard in the area the last few days, and seem to be having difficulties with that. But we're back here in action. Looks like all I think of me to think up for holding on, and there's the first bucket of the game. Villanova's tied. Noah Jackson getting things going for the Wildcats. And speaking of the Wildcats, let's table for this one. Small forward Villanova's Justin Bell. Point guard Noah Jackson. Shooting guard Marius Lippman. Power forward is Aaron Lovejoy, and the center for the Wildcats is Mugen Williams. On the Gale side for St. Mary's, shooting guard Terrell Coulter. Power forward Adele Elledge. Point guard is Dime Hardaway. Small forward is Kai Newby, and the center spot is Brandon Romine. There's a foul, and Justin Bell's going to go to the free throw line after being fouled by Brandon Romine. Romine, right now listed projected as a second round pick in SWBA draft as a freshman. Now he can't leave until next season at the earliest. We have time to get that draft stock up. Meanwhile, for Villanova, they also have a second round prospect as well. Aaron Lovejoy, the sophomore for them, big kid, 7 feet 210. And these Villanova bigs in general, Maestro, they're very tall, yes, but very slim, big, 210. For Lovejoy, and Mugen Williams is only 10 pounds heavier, 220 at 7'1".
Yeah, they're definitely built for speed, not for comfort. I tell you that right now. And the one thing I'll say this: when Lovejoy and Williams work together, you know, we saw a lot of Williams work in the prep roll, of course. You know, we saw his game just came on more and more and more as his last season went on. And the best thing about Lovejoy is that his athleticism, I think, leans itself toward having someone to complement him, and I think those two are the perfect match. It's interesting to see how they're going to double team up on Brendan Romine here tonight and see if they're going to make their size work to their advantage.
Yeah, it sure will be. There's a nice shot from the corner, tying the game up there for the Gales. St. Mary's enters the number 22 team in the nation, Villanova, unranked. They are 3-3. Start the season, their last win, Maestro, was a dominant one over the struggling defending champion Miami Hurricanes, 97-77 at home. So I feel like Villanova is on a trend here where they get a third win in a row over a team like St. Mary's, as Terrell Coulter throws it down on the break, giving the Gales a lead. But with Villanova, if they get a win tonight, Maestro, there's probably in consideration for being entered into the top 25 this Sunday when they update the rankings.
Absolutely. What we got there?
Illegal screen on the floor.
Illegal screen. That's lack of communication on the offensive side. You got to know where your man is going, and you got to make sure once you commit to that screen, though, you need to stay still. Be like a 3 in the wind, my man, and just let the world go around you. We talked about this before the game tonight here, B-Ron. The whole idea of where Villanova is going, they're definitely trending up. Scoring, they're near the top of, they need the top of SimWorld U. And their offensive rebounds, total rebounds, everything is trending up for them. So they're definitely making a statistical move that's showing in their play that they're ready to be a ranked team.
Yeah, and Justin Bell right there is a big reason why. He has come out of the gate hot for the Wildcats, freshman on this team, and doing a lot of hope. 15.7 points per game, leading the team in that category. Also, shooting 45% from the field, 31% from deep, and playing 32 minutes per game. So he's getting a lot of runs in the season. That corner again goes down, and he hits once again the assist from Lewis Jackson.
Villanova is great facilitators. They definitely know how to move the ball around. It's something that you actually brought up earlier, too. When you have a team, despite their size, despite their whatever, they can move the ball around. They are a dangerous team. And we also know that amongst the things that they're creeping up on is being in the tops of being the top of the conference and top of the entire SimWorld U in assists. So that tells you that not only do they move the ball around, they're effective.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing that, and it's playing well as a result. And here's Time Hardaway, freshman for the Gales, going to work here early. 12-10. St. Mary's out in front here, but look at quickly. Villanova, they do! Marius Whitman drilling that one from deep. 13-12. Villanova snags the lead right back. That didn't last very long at all.
Challenge. Just saying.
Lead changed indeed, and now an illegal screen on Brendan Romine being called there. Justin Bell, the one who drew the illegal screen call, as we'll get some changes here. Romine's going to exit the game here. And that is Marshawn Wise Tom taking over and hitting clock.
Do not make me prep nerd early, family. Don't bring out the prep nerd in my crew. I've been good today. You're not picking me up from the airport, because Margot Robbie, Kelly Clarkson, and Danica Patrick already had a ride. So, I told them to meet me here later, but, just don't make me do it. Just don't make me do it.
We'll get you for sure. We'll get one way or the other, as there's a big Mugen Williams getting himself going right there. Mugen Williams, the brother of Majer Williams. Majer playing for Purdue, while Mugen over here with the Villanova Wildcats. As Hardaway pulls up the mid-range, make with that one to go.
Are you surprised the brothers don't stay together, B-Ron?
I am a little bit honest. I'm always surprised when that happens. Especially when you have the options to. But I think as you get to college, it's a little more difficult to have those options available to you. Unless one of you commits early at, maybe a year before. You can do it that way. There's a good block. Gales will take over.
Mugen says, do not bring no juice to a gin party.
Exactly, my friend. And that was a nice block there of Kai Newby. Well, 17-12 Villanova out in front here. And it's early, but I want to take a minute to thank everybody who's watching us tonight here so far on all of our various streaming platforms here on YouTube, X, Instagram, TikTok, all those places. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to let you know that we get 9 more viewers in here across all of our respective streaming channels here. We're gonna do a little EM giveaway for those present. You got to be here to win it, though. 9 more viewers across all of our networks here, and we'll get that going for you as we see throughout culture here at the free throw line.
Did you clear that with corporate? You just do that on your own, B-Ron? Did corporate clear that with
yes.
school?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm with you no matter what. You know, I don't care. I'm with you no matter what. I catch a war with you any day. But I got your back. I just want to make sure that, you know, I want to know who I'm fighting. That's all. Because I will throw hands for you. All right.
Yeah. I talked to them before the game, and I was like, hey, I want to, do a little giveaway. They were like, yeah, sure, why not? So hey, that's cool. That's how we do things.
Yeah, I said, I got you. I got you. I didn't realize my mic was on. Never mind. Sorry.
Well, look, Maestro, where are we? We're on CBS, and we know CBS
cares.
CBS cares. Exactly, Maestro. Exactly. Pull up mini. Good. Villanova. Liking what I'm seeing from their offense, especially in the mid-range. Mid-range is not dead, Maestro, here, apparently.
No. And we also know on the other side, Cutler with St. Mary's lives in that old school mid-range thing. That's what I love about his game. A little Artist Gilmore action going on there. And look, Google him if you know, you know. I love the fact that we have a player that's willing to go back to those, as we like to say in the hood, the cash midi, baby.
Midi is cash. I love it. It's my personal favorite part of basketball. Just when Bell fires a 3, can't hit that one to go down for him there. Gale got the other way with it. Maestro, we want to talk about keys to the game for both sides. Haven't gotten to that. Let's do it right now. Keys to the game, St. Mary's. What you got, my friend?
Well, I would have said St. Mary's need to have very quick, poignant, and targeted possessions, right? Use their athleticism, use their speed, move the ball in. But they are actually doing something that I did not see them doing, and that is spreading the floor. Crudely spreading the floor is textbook, making sure that there's plenty of room around the rim in order to do some cutting inside to negate the height of Villanova. So, I would have given a clue or a cue for them that they're not following right now and they're being quite successful, which is great. Villanova is doing what they need to do. They're strong from the outside, being able to work their game to the inside with their bigs, because if they keep knocking down threes the way they're doing, B-Ron, all of a sudden, next thing you know, as people close out on those 3 shooters, guess what? They got 2 7-footers, boo, right inside, ready to do what they do, like how they do it when they do it when they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. And it's always a problem when you have the outside-inside game going. It makes it much different. And then when you have 2 big, like you mentioned, Maestro, 2 7-footers in there, everything flows better when those kids can get there to work too. With the focus on the outside. Look at the steal. Great hands of culture to the corner for Hardaway. Good.
Give me that. That ain't yours. That mine.
Only a 2, but man, what a shot. Justin Bell fighters that can't get it to go there. Strong rebound there. High newbie.
I didn't bring enough pants for this game, B-Ron. We're going to be doing something all night, look like.
It feels like, my friend, we'll be here for we're here for a good time, not a long time, right?
Right. That's what I say. It ain't got to be long to be good, but
that's it. Now, Kai Newby attacking the rack with authority. Thankfully, assist from Dime Hardaway as well. And the Wildcats need a break after that one. I think we do too. We're going to take our first one of the game, folks. Come right back.
Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey there, big guy. You look a little tired. Why don't you come over here and sit down? Yeah, come on. That's right, sit down.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
Welcome back, everyone. 24-21, St. Mary's out in front here, and I wanted to take a minute, Maestro, and just talk about Villanova's schedule to start the season. So far, they're 3-3 on the season, Maestro, and I have never seen a stretch of home game that is this long for any team. You might play, two here, 3 on the road, that sort of thing. Villanova has 13 games at home to start the season.
B-Ron, I don't mean to laugh at you. I don't mean to laugh at you. Listen, everybody out there watching and listening, y'all should have saw my man B-Ron when he looked at their schedule and how many straight home games they had. My man had a conniption.
That is insane. Their first 3 games were away, and they're 1-2 on the road. So far since coming home, 2-0, and they stay home until January 29th when they go on the road to play Seton Hall. But everything before then, home games.
Y'all, my man's B-Ron had the notes up in his hand like a kid. He's like a kid trying to turn in his homework late, walking up to the media director going, "What the hell is this about? How y'all get this one again? This is a mistake."
Look, mistake, call what you want, but Maestro, I think that is a huge advantage for Villanova, that it's going to get them a chance to get really comfortable with a lot of things very early on in the season.
Yeah. And we know that they're used to playing with noise. There's always noise here at the William B. Finneran Pavilion, and we know we have a crowd that is used to success, for a long time. We know there's always been a strong program going back to the days of the original, what I call the original Big Beast, the original Big East, when they go on the road, it's just going to be this kind of energy all night long, 2K all day. See you back there. I got you. I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
Yes, so, the 13-game homestand is insane, and I think that is going to be a big step forward for Villanova as they start to prepare for conference play, which will be starting in the middle towards the end of January, and having all these home games in the schedule is really going to do them some favors. You mentioned the success, Maestro. Yeah, Villanova got 8 conference championships and 3 national championships. Their last conference title was in 2022, and their last national championship was in 2018. So they're used to winning here.
Yes.
And with the talent they have here, and with Justin Bell joining the team in all season and recruiting for this season here, they are hoping to be title contenders again, as a matter of fact.
And a little dirty secret, all you need is eligibility for that first semester. So, being at home, those games, you can take your classes, get your tutoring in, get your work in, get your eligibility straight. So that way, for those that are declaring, they can disappear from the classrooms. Not that I'm saying, Maestro's not saying you should do that, but they can disappear from classes the second half of the season, just be, big-time ball players. No, I'm just joking. They wouldn't do that. Everybody goes to class all the time, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, everybody goes to class all the time. No one skips a class ever in their life. And most certainly not me. I never did. Not one time.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, never. Moms, you're watching, as we promise you, never skip class ever.
Absolutely. You know what? I'll tell you something else, though. Somebody snitched on my snack room. We're going to have words later. Right now. Because I don't really have one, but if I did, I wouldn't tell them about it. Anyway, so never mind. I'm sorry. You said be quiet.
Who doesn't love sports, right?
You better.
Right. You're here. You like sports in some shape or capacity, and it's always better with a friend, too. So
always better with a friend.
I want you to tell somebody about it. Tell me your best friends, whoever. Y'all are all in the sports. I'm sure you tell all the time, why didn't X coach do this? Why didn't that player do that? You can come in here and be involved and know why you may be the next Phil Jackson, the next Bob Knight.
Come on.
Whatever you want to be, man. You can be in here in SimWorld, Discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. Get involved in all the things here as a player, coach, or super fan as well. As Villanova adds more points onto the board right now.
Uh-oh. You know, I just heard something from the truck there. I think I had a message to be on. They said there were 2 viewers away from that giveaway.
We just hit the giveaway threshold, and Cyrus Jackson, congratulations. You are the winner of 500 EMs, young man. Don't spend them all in one place, or one time, or do, whatever. I'm not your mom. Spend them however you please, when you're able to, of course.
Sorry, how about your boy? Serious, how about your boy Maestro? I'm just saying. I got you. I got you, Cyrus.
Lipman is going to go to the free throw line after the foul there from Jose Donovan, his first of the contest. So Lipman here at the free throw line for the Wildcats. Sophomore listed here at 6'4", 180 pounds. He's played 28 and a half minutes so far this season, Maestro, and he gets that first free throw to go, and he's a really good shooter when he gets there. He gets 88.9% from the line.
And, you know, that just shows you, usually, there are a few exceptions to this. Teams that run the floor, teams that are athletic, teams that are good in the transition game are usually not so good in the free throw game. And you know, statistically or historically, I should say, that's a better phrase, right? But when you see a team able to execute both in the transition game that's so fluid, slow that heart rate down when they get to the free throw line, make it work for them, what does that tell you? That's coaching and teaching and work that happens on all the other days that comes to fruition game night.
Oh, man down, and Villanova made him pay for it. Tayshaun Huff arrived by his man and made that look easy with. I believe that was Brendan Roman on the floor. Ended up there on the hardwood and
lay down if you want to. Lay down if you want to.
They'll make you pay for it, and Villanova most certainly did there. And you mentioned the free throw shooting, Maestro. Villanova top 10 in the category in free throw shooting as a team. So they'll make you pay when they go to the line. And Puck now has a foul called on him there. So we'll see Keandre Hemphill at the line for the Gales here. Sophomore, 6'4", 176 pounds from Columbia, Maryland. He's only played in almost 10 minutes per game, Maestro. And so far in the season, 66% from the free throw.
Yeah, you know what? For his type of game, you want to see him at least in the 70s, and I think he can get there. But when they in Columbia, like your neck of the woods in Maryland?
It's a little bit further out from where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means they probably don't have electricity there like you do, you know, big time.
Yeah.
You know, blocked out neighborhood with gated community, 27 security guards. I tried to go to B-Ron's house for his birthday. I got body checked. And pulled out my pants with the rubber gloves and everything. I'm going to see my boy. My hands are cold.
Yeah, you don't know me. As Hemphill does get the free throw to go there. It's a 34-27 game, and Maestro, look at the clock here. We are under 10 minutes to go in the half as Villanova continues to score inside. That's Tayshaun Huff scoring once again his second one.
Here-on, I really like what both teams are doing. Both teams are attacking the rim first, using the open floor and using the deep shot to open up the inside, and now they're attacking the inside because you have to be attentive to how well they're shooting from outside. And listen to this crowd, B-Ron. They're calling my name.
They're into this one, Maestro. They're certainly into this one. Romine can't get that one to go thanks to the strong defense there. Good connect. As they slow the pace down here offensively, get into their set here. Roman out here on the perimeter, trying to take advantage of him.
A flat move with a quasi pull out, and now separate to a modified triangle. Inside post, double up, didn't take the pass it up, but he had back on the first. I'm sorry, I took your job there. I'm set up. Maestro, be quiet. Bad Maestro.
You got excited, I understand. Look, when you see a play like that, Maestro, I understand you get a little excited, man. You are all good, my friend. All good. Roman jumper, can't get it to go. Gales are a little cold here offensively the last couple of possessions. They've gotten to the line, but no points on normal possessions here. There's a great steal.
Mine's is this. That's mine's is this. So said Hemphill. Give me my ball.
Hemphill on the steal there. Very nice play to nab the ball. And Maestro, you always say steal. You always stealing the ball is about timing like that. As we get a mismatch here in the post. Romine scoring there with ease over the much smaller defender.
For those of you who believe the world started in 1998, go back in YouTube. Cheryl Baker, she played for the University of Georgia, probably one of the greatest stealers of the basketball I think I've ever seen, and her technique was always flawless. She'd wait till that ball hit the floor, tap, put your hands in there, and she had really long arms for someone who wasn't tall. And I mean, she set the NCAA record in steals, I think, at the end of her sophomore year. And she actually broke, the women's record became more than the men's record because of her.
Wow. Yeah, that is ferocious, tenacious defense there. And seeing something that here is a jump ball. It's going to go to the Gales. Great job of tying that up there from Donovan.
Absolutely strong ball all night long.
Yeah, Donovan only getting averaging 9 minutes per game, but he made that's a big play there, Maestro, when the Gales are down by as much as they are right now.
Yeah, you know, you can't play with emotion, you can't shoot with emotion, but you can alley-oop with the
Dime Hardaway to Brendan Romine. What a connection that is.
That's an alley-oop with no voicemail, baby. That's how you get that done.
Very nicely done. Now the screen going all the way to the rim. Villanova scoring there once again with Huff. Getting that one as well. Now Newby being guarded by Dang. Newby or mid-range can't get it to go. DeMario Dang on the glass there grabbing the rebound. That
Very smart, stayed on his feet. Very smart, stayed on his feet.
And now Bell getting double teamed quickly past inside to Williams. Williams can't get it. Second chance on the here for him. Foul and no foul.
Got the harm, forgot the hoop, saved the oop on a diet, but Williams gets to the line. So B-Ron, let's go back to that pass. That pass was to the outside of the backboard. Williams had to gather the pass and reset himself, right? The reason he wasn't able to execute the scoring play as quickly as possible because the pass should have been toward the lane side of the backboard. He could have caught it, kept rotating with athleticism, and then choose to finish with violence. Those few feet, those few inches that turn into feet on a pass often determines how well your teammates is able to keep moving their momentum going toward the basket without having to reset themselves.
Yeah, because when you have to reset yourself like Williams did, it makes getting that shot up take more time, which means it's going to be harder to score. You can go and quickly, turn and shoot or put it up quickly. It don't matter. Your defender can't stop you. But if you have to reset like they did, Maestro, your defender has time to get in your face. Make it a harder shot.
At this level, you have less than a second to get it right. Otherwise, someone's on top of you. And that's just the way it is. And it's even shorter in the pros when they decide to play defense there. But here, less than a second. If you don't have it right, trust me, it's too late.
Maestro, I have a feeling that we're going to see defense return to a little more prominent in the SWBA. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling, that it's going to happen.
I got a feeling that tonight's going to be... I'm sorry, I'm back. What are we talking about?
Well, Noah Jackson tried his luck there. Couldn't get it. Taking a chance for Wildcats there. Wasn't successful either. As the Gales are only down by 11, Maestro, but so it's not out of hand yet. 3 minutes left here in the first half of play. They've got plenty of time. Getting down, and Dime Hardaway doing his part, cutting it single digit there.
Tough shot, but made it work.
Yeah, it was not an easy shot there from Dime Hardaway. As Dustin Bell is forcing his way inside, kicks it back out for a mid-range jumper, in and out from Hub. They'll get another crack at it here. The long-range jumper, that one also not good. Jackson was good there.
Two great passes, two great shots that did not go in. So I guess that means the shots were good, just they didn't score. So do with that what you will, family.
Kai Newby step back three. Wow. Oh my goodness. What a shot that was from Kai Newby.
TD was not near the line.
No phantom three. That was most definitely a three. Most definitely a three-pointer there. Bell gonna try his luck, and he's helped throw this here again. The Gales are really locked down defensively these last few possessions, Mike.
And they needed that. They needed that because even though you think they were only down by 11, it didn't feel like only 11, but they're making it. They're making it work now. They're playing their game. Now they switched their game from an outside-inside game to an inside-outside game. But they still need to remain patient. They're not that far behind, and they don't have enough time to lay bricks to build a condo. Let Villanova build your condo while you live inside rent-free, because Villanova's starting to rush because they feel you rushing up on them right now.
Yeah, rushing or not, Dime Hardaway doing his part on both ends and in all ways. Assists, scoring, defense as well. Villanova needs another timeout after all at this run here. Get this lead down to 4. We're going to take ourselves a quick break as well, folks. Be right back with you.
Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ.
What's this going to be? Lead pass. Stop it! Stop it! Do not do him like that! Ran to the three-pointer out front. Hit him! Yes, he did! Iguodala up to the layup. Oh, blocked by James. Tried not to use it. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. From down. Oh! Up high, down hard. Is this the dagger? Game series. Toronto is won.
Welcome back, everyone. Villanova's seen their 11-point lead shrink down to just 4. With a minute 21 left here in the first half. Maestro, if you are Coach Kyle Neptune, the Wildcats, what are you telling your kids to get them to start scoring again and get the thing back on track?
Take our time. And hear from me when I say that. They're shooting with emotion. They're rushing with emotion. They cannot afford to do that. What got them that big lead that you talked about earlier, that 11-point lead, early was they were patient throughout each possession, worked the ball, cleared the floor the way they needed to, did not give the Gales an opportunity to crowd them. Now they're rushing, they're trotting themselves. Now what's happening is the Gales, they live in that world. And they're making them, the Gales are making Villanova pay. So I'm telling them, slow down, get your emotion out of the way, let's play our game, and we can execute just the way they're doing right now. Go back to the outside, shooting to the inside, strong moves. That's where Villanova needs to live tonight.
And that was Justin Bell who got that one to go. Kai Newby got that 10 back, but weren't able to corral the rebound. Instead, Gale had a second chance with it, and now Justin Bell getting caught reaching in. First personal, second team foul. The Wildcats, as we are under a minute here in the first half of play. Slow this thing down here, go with an inbound. Will the Gales. Now Hardaway gets the screen, attacking. No basket, they're not going to count. Instead, more free throws going up for Dime Hardaway and the St. Mary's Gales, and chance to cut this lead down some more. And I know we're in that range, Maestro, where you got to be happy with where you are if you're St. Mary's, but I'm sure with 43 seconds left, if you can get this to 2 or even a tie game heading into the locker room, you'll be ecstatic.
The Gales are living in their world, attacking the basket. Yes, they are the shorter team, on average by 2 inches, right? But that's not stopping them from use, because they're not small cats. They're using their quickness, getting to the rim, choosing violence, making sure that there's going to be some contact, but I'm still playing for the shot. They continue to do that. They're going to not only crawl their way back into this game, it's going to be starting off from scratch in the second half. They're only 4 points down with 40 seconds left.
Yeah, keep in mind, Villanova is the number 22 ranked team in the nation, so they are no slouches. But neither is Villanova either. Like I mentioned earlier, Villanova very close to being ranked, and there's a steal from Coulter. Gales on the break, finishing with the one-handed jam.
Thievery! Somebody get papers. 2-point game, stealing stuff.
Avery leading to a bucket as Coulter aggressive defensively, not able to finish with the steal there. But the pressure that Hardaway and Coulter are putting on the guards of Villanova has been amazing to see. Now close out the half here in good fashion. We'll see Coulter mid-range. Good! Burrell Coulter ties the game with the mid-range jumper at 46 apiece as we head to the locker room here in Villanova. Maestro, a phenomenal first half comeback effort from St. Mary's. Well done by the Gales.
Absolutely. And how did they do it? Defense, blocks and steals, all that thievery. Going to get papers on people in a minute. I felt like I was at a Walmart, so much stuff was getting stolen. This is how you play the game. That is just what you do. And oh, by the way, St. Mary's playing to their strength. They might be the shorter team, but they are not afraid of body slamming Villanova, and that's what they're doing. They're making Villanova play all 94 feet of the court. And even though that's Villanova's game, they're not maybe used to doing it at this tempo. On the other side, Villanova needs to relax. They understand that they have the height advantage. They understand the shooting advantage. They really need to make it work for them in the second half.
And we'll see what the second half has in store, folks. We'll be right back with you here very, very shortly with it. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to the William B. Finneran Center. 46 apiece, and we're in the second half, Maestro. You know what that means. Throw up those deuces, folks, because we got second half action here. I know CBS cares. They got my back, but we got yours, too. 46 apiece, second half action, and Maestro, I know I normally ask you first, but I want to give one of my keys to the second half for this game. Villanova has to take care of the basketball. 6 turnovers in the first half. All those came towards the end when St. Mary's cranked up their defense. 6 turnovers to St. Mary's 1. Take care of the basketball, Villanova. You got to do that. Maestro, what you got?
Actually, you stole it right out of my throat because Because and I'm just saying reality. Yes, Villanova had 10 assists, could have had more. But when you have 6 turnovers against 6 assists, you're negating all that great passing that you're doing. Now, granted, some of those turnovers is because the St. Mary's is they're just felonious. I mean, they're just saying, my ball, I'm taking it. I don't care if it's your court. You know,
Dustin Bell, my goodness. The shot clock winding down, unfazed by the hand in his face.
That's what you have to be. Have to just like that. And see, so the Gales playing that greedy ball, right? Taking it from them, making them work harder, and then being aggressive on the other end, just like that right there. That great move to the bucket. They're just letting you know, listen, you might be bigger, but we're gonna slug it out with you tonight. We're gonna get it done. That's a guy. Newbie sighting again. Oh boy, he must be wearing his shoes tonight because he's bringing it.
Yeah, they are not playing around. And Maestro, we've seen teams play zone before, Maestro, how the course of the season calling these games. But St. Mary's zone looks different. It's more aggressive, and I like it.
Mm-hmm. It's a version of that amoeba style zone where it's not a true number to number zone like you used to say in 2-3, 3-2, 1-2, 1, blah blah blah, whatever. It's more of like it's more like a fighter pilot style zone where we're all in the area, floating with the offense of the other team, making it difficult for them to read the defense and not leaving any spot open on the floor. That's a lot of discipline because you cannot be still. You have to keep moving. And if somebody gets too close to you, what do? You see what they're doing? They're willing to line up, even though they're triple loading on one side, the 2 on the back side are staying right in the passing lanes. You have to be aware of where the other people are, and you have to be aware of where your teammates are to make that kind of defense work, and St. Mary's is.
And that goes back to the communication that you have on the court. Basketball, as much as it is a game of movement, it is a game of communication as well. It's very important, and St. Mary's done a lot of good things tonight. That's one of the things they've done a good job of communicating on the defensive end too.
Well, you know, if you're not going to communicate, you're not going to I don't know, it was something fancy. I remember somebody saying to me one time. I can't remember, but you know.
Yeah, something like that. We'll work out, Maestro. We got you. Hardaway gets his first foul, reaching in there. There's a good inbound play here for Villanova. And for St. Mary's, Maestro, what do they have to do in the second half to keep things going in their direction? And that's a good start there. John Hardaway steal on the breakaway. Fast break, mid-range jumper. Good time, Hardaway.
Use my lack of height to my advantage. What does that mean? B-Ron, you're the taller player, I'm the shorter player. Every time you come down, I want you to smell the back of my head because I want to be around your waist, I want to be around your kneecaps, I want to be around where the ball is and make you work a little extra harder. Use my lack of height against you to become the ointment in the fly to really make you be careful with the ball and maybe too careful to give me a chance to get another steal, just like what we just saw.
Yeah, and Terrell Coulter and Don Hardaway tonight have been doing a lot of the heavy lifting for St. Mary's. Top 2 in scoring. Coulter, the leading scorer in this one so far for the Gales, and he's looking to add more points onto his total. They kicked out to Hardaway, trying to line it down. Coulter for 3. Short on the front of the rim there, but Coulter 16 points, leading the way. Hardaway right behind with 14 points. Dustin Bell on the other side, 14 for the Wildcats. Marius Littman, 11 behind him. So both teams they shot well from both sides in the first half. They were around 56% at the end of it. So the scoring, it hasn't been the problem for either side. The taking care of basketball for one side has been more of the problem for one side than the other.
And oh, by the way, that's been forced by the defense of the Gales. But I want everybody to look at the spacing that the Gales are doing. They are getting all the way to the baseline, really opening up the middle part of that floor so their cutters can be more effective. Just pay attention to that every time down. They're really making Villanova play more than the 94 feet of the court. They're making them play extra footage, on the side. See how everybody gets out? I mean, that is the spacing you want to see. If I'm a smaller, faster team, that's what I want. I want more room. And that's how I get it.
Yeah, exactly. If Lord, you've got more room to operate. That's a given. As Justin Bell takes the pass, can't now. We're gonna take a free throw. We'll take a break for the free throws. Come right back.
Aboard, folks. Just go ahead and take any empty seat that you see.
I hope it's not contagious. So I do have it.
When your mom wakes up, can you tell her about me?
Welcome back, everyone. Justin Bell hit the line. I'm not taking free throws tonight. I'm not shooting any shots. I'm not Stephen A. Smith. You're not going to see me taking jumpers for the game. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, well, he didn't either. Well, he didn't either. I mean, you know, just saying. Just saying.
I'll leave that to Justin Bell out here at the free throw line as he hits that one. We saw him play back in SimWorld Prep Maestro for the Rocky Mountain Monsters, and he had a really great career down there, and is a couple seasons with the Monsters down there, and known as a guy who can really fill it up.
Yes. And you know, the one thing that you go from, you know, basically as the song says, you know, from prep to pro with you in between, the game gets faster, and people don't understand what that really means. It means your passes have to be a lot more accurate, which can seem like they're being a lot faster. Your spacing needs to be a lot more strong, and that was a strong move there by Brendan Roman there, showing you, hey, listen, I'm right here. What you gonna do about it? You know, the speed of the game is not necessarily measured in miles per hour here. It's measured in the need for accuracy, the need of efficacious activity, if you want to get crazy with it. And you see that happening at this level. And another reach and foul. You see they're being very aggressive on ball here. That's what speed means there, B-Ron. So that means you need to be more on point with every move you make. You can't waste a step. You can't waste a looping a pass. You don't have time for that. Everything needs to be on point. So that's what we mean when we say the game gets faster, which means you need to slow down to make it work.
It sounds a little bit backwards when you put it that way, right? Because you would think that you know everything needs to be fast. Not necessarily. That pass was fantastic. Throwing it up top and finished with a slam on the alley-oop as well. 2-point lead back in favor of the Wildcats here. As Kai Newby has it, gets the screen, now attacks the basket. Can't finish there. Took the screen from Elledge. Couldn't score. Did Kai Newby there on that one.
Notice when the Gales do not do that spread the floor thing that I talked about, their possessions end up being a little messy. Watch it when they spread the floor. They seem to be more in sync with each other. Pay attention to that as we now get down into the middle part of the second half. If they stop maintaining their spacing, that means they're rushing and they're pushing a little bit. They're playing with a little bit more emotion. They're not being as aware of where they are on the floor, and that's going to hurt them against a team like Villanova, who can score nearly on every possession.
Yeah, and Noah Jackson has had a pretty quiet night here. No points so far. But has 6 assists on the night. He did get his first point there with the free throw, but before that, prior to, no points for Jackson. Does have 6 assists though, so he is getting involved in that way. So would be to keep in mind for any high school players watching and getting ready for the next level. You don't have to necessarily score to impact the game. I'm just getting word that we just hit our second giveaway milestone of the night, and the winner for that one is Biff Markham. Congratulations, you have won 1,000 EMs, and our next giveaway is 2,000 EMs. So Biff, congratulations on the 1,000 EM. They're coming your way. Floater alert off the blast, but no good there. 9 more viewers, and we'll hit that next giveaway for you. Gotta get to that. Gotta get that threshold though. Do that. We'll give away some more EMs.
Yeah, you know, Biff, come on, holler at your boy. I know. Listen, I know I said you're part of the fraternity I Eat a Pie, and you're wearing a sweater, but you know I'm your boy. Come on, Biff. I got your back.
That 3-pointer from Hemphill did not go. Second chance though. That one good. That was a long distance call, man. Lead change. Another lead change. And that short jumper there. Ooh, that was off, but not get it to go, but oh my goodness. What a slam that was. Jose Donovan throwing that one down. Another throwing it down there. Villanova takes time out. We're going to take one ourselves, folks. Stay with us. Be right back.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Come on, Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the 3. In the clip, game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The 1 twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld, this is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name, said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast facts, Big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be trippin' with my foes, tippin', shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm Pippin'. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. SimWorld Hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
Welcome back, everyone. 61-58. St. Mary's out in front here still. We want to take a minute and just shout out all you guys watching over on Instagram. Everybody watching all the platforms, but in particular on Instagram. Thank you all for being a part over there on that platform. We appreciate you all checking us out over there and watching the game tonight. And there's so many people watching everywhere. I'm getting word there's a lot of people over on X as well. You all, everybody from YouTube to Instagram to X, all of you have done a fantastic job of showing your support in those various ways, watching the stream tonight. And again, big thank you from all of us here on SimWorld TV. We really appreciate you all very, very much.
100%.
This is what it's all about.
There is no us without you. I'm going to say this right now. When you get a second, you can follow me on Chalkboard. I got a chalkboard in my living room here, and I put up stuff. So, you know, going to give me some likes and subscribes there, too, if you get a second. You know, I get it.
You got the old Woody Page BTI set. Woody Page set up.
Exactly. You know me.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We love to see it. I love you know, one day I'm going to get on the name in my room. I'll tell you that. I love that. That's so funny to me. Anyway, back to game action here. Look, this St. Mary's team, they're number 22 in the nation, and they were ranked before, but this team is they are no slouches, Maestro. I said it at the top of the broadcast. They're no slouches, but neither is Villanova. They're trying to get ranked as well. And Tayshaun up. Big slam right there. And 63-60. We got a timeout here on the floor, but Villanova is also no slouches either. But SimWorld prep action will be back on your screens this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. The Heritage Hoop Classic tournament will get going over there. There is apparently a new format in terms of how there's apparently more local broadcast for the tournament, which was really good for those kids as well. But once you get to the championship round, that'll be where this broadcast starts here for national televised broadcast. So look out for that at 1 p.m. for the Heritage Hoop Classic. And don't also forget, SimWorld Game of the Week. Creighton gets spot once again as they'll take on Japhet Town, Dylan Bannon, and Missouri on Thursday at 8 p.m. Creighton and Missouri, December 12th at 8 p.m. Look out for that one. That's going to be a fun one. Mark Chisholm, Ethan Letterman Jr., freshman over there at Creighton. The star, big freshman from Missouri, Japhet Town. And also, again, Dylan Bannon over there playing in that one. That's going to be a fun game, Maestro.
So much wonderful, just everything in SimWorld Hoops across the table, from the U to the prep, and just the production on all of them is just top notch. The fans are even topper notcher. I don't even know what else to say except for listen. If you ain't here, you better get here, because I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something that I can't do, but I'm gonna do it. So come on, get your people in here before I start acting like myself.
How do you get here? I can hear you at. Don't worry, I'll tell you. Discord.gg SimWorld Hoops is how you get here. You don't want Maestro to do something, whatever that is.
You don't need to do it.
Get in here. Discord.gg SimWorld Hoops is how you do those things. To prevent Maestro from doing whatever it is he's talking about doing.
You know what's so sad? You know what's so sad, B. Ron? When you said, how do you get here? I almost started going, SimWorld.gg. I was getting ready to go to the...
Yes, sir. See, brother, we are on the same page, great minds. Like, we've called plenty of games together now. We developed a good chemistry to rapport, and there's a great up in the passing lane from Darian Holt. And the slam to finish it on the other end.
Don't you bring a lawnmower to a barbershop? Boy, you know better than that. Come on.
Fantastic on the other end there. What a play that was. That was Tyreek the top of Martin throwing that one down.
Well, look at what's happening now. See, when a team makes a run, the other team starts playing with emotion. That was not a typical Gale shot right there. That rush three from out distance. Because why? We're starting to feel a little bit, and guess what? High game, boo.
High game, back and forth to go here, folks. Under 10 minutes left. 8:55 to go in the contest, and this one pick up some steam here. Darian Holt for that last one turnaround jumper. That one no good.
B-Ron, I don't want to make SimWorld corporate mad with me, but I think I am.
Is that what you're going to?
Yeah, I think I'm making mad
again there.
Or even madder with me.
Yeah.
This is a tournament feeling, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yeah, absolutely does.
Just saying.
As we got another timeout here on the floor.
We're stereo, baby.
The Wildcats. Let's take a quick break, folks. I'm right back.
Kyrie Irving, Melo.
What's up, Melo?
Did you hear what Foot Locker is doing with the Week of Greatness?
Dropping the freshest kicks as always.
They're doing a lot more than that. Instead of using some big-name athletes and celebrities in the commercials, they're using them to do some good in the world.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Kyrie is me. Carmelo, of course I'm sure.
I need to call Anthony Davis. He's gonna love this.
What's up, Kyrie? I just heard. That's super cool they're doing that.
I know.
That's definitely gonna raise a few eyebrows.
I'll talk to you later.
Later.
Yo, Porzingis, you hear what Foot Locker's doing for the Week of Greatness this year?
Well, James Harden, I assume they're dropping more hot new sneaker releases than ever?
Of course, but they're also using all the big-name athletes and celebrities to do some good in the world.
So instead of being in a commercial like usual, they're out in the real world doing good? That's cool.
Using all the big-name athletes and celebs to do some good instead of being in a commercial? Sure is a cool idea. Hermione missing Damian Lillard.
Gentlemen, the open house is over. You'll have to be on your way.
What? Don't you know who we are?
Make him sweat.
Welcome back, everyone. Time to talk about our top performer tonight. And it's Aaron Lovejoy, one of them anyway.
Hey,
Perfect from the field. 6 points in the game. Perfect from the field, Maestro. I know it's only 6 points and 3 for 3 shooting, but still, he's got 11 rebounds as well. That's been where he's made a biggest impact tonight.
And now defensively,
yeah.
you know, he might not have any blocks and steals, but he's disrupted a lot of shots down low. 6 points and 6 points. It's what he's doing with everything else. It's what's making it work. You know what I'm saying? My man working. W-E-R-K apostrophe N.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about, I talked about earlier with Noah Jackson. He didn't have any points at the point in time, but he had 66. You can impact the game in many ways without scoring. And there are a lot of guys for Villanova who've done that tonight.
Yes.
Just take a look at the stats here. We mentioned Lovejoy, 11 rebounds leading the team. Jackson, 7 assists leading the team. Rugen Williams, 4 rebounds, a steal, 2 blocks. Demario Deng, 5 rebounds and assists. There's so many ways to impact the game, Maestro, without scoring a single point.
Call it out. Call it out.
Well, that's something to keep in mind for all of you high school kids as you continue to grow in your games.
B-Ron, I forgot. B-Ron, I forgot. You know what? Everybody, wherever you're watching right now, go on and smash that like button.
Yes.
Give me a little love. Come on. Holla at your boy.
Yes.
Smash it till it breaks inside the internet.
Hit the like button, share it around with other people who would like something like this. They may not know it exists, but it does in fact here in SimWorld, and you can be a part of it as well. It's Justin Bell, step back jumper, in and out, but a second chance here. Good, great second effort there. Nicely done. I believe that's once again the Costa Markham. It was Aaron Lovejoy, one of the two. Either way, once Villanova, it's a 2-point lead. But not anymore. Second chance though. One on the glass. Going to foul.
We'll take it.
Hold there.
We'll take it. That points without the clock moving. It's good for anybody right now. Both of these teams, they are firing it up. Listen. I know what SimWorld corporate talks about. I know what they say. Listen, stay away from saying stuff's going to be like it's going to be Hoop Stereo or the Quad. But I'm sorry. This game feels like there is a tournament spot on the line, or we're in the tournament and they're fighting for that final, that Sweet 16 or that Elite 8 or Final 4 spot. This early in the season from teams that, let's just be honest about it, B-Ron. We talked about how Villanova was on the climb up, right, with what was going on with them on the floor. People sleeping on St. Mary's, they're sleeping on the Gales, and guess what? These teams are bringing it tonight. I think their styles of play is bringing out the best of both teams.
Yes, 100% agree with you there. And that's one of the things that we talk about all the time, Maestro, is what makes college sports in particular so great. These are young men who are, giving it all for their school and all that stuff. It's Justin Bell. It's a tough shot in traffic. But we know one thing about Justin Bell. He'll make you pay, and he's gonna ring that bell when he gets the opportunity to do it there.
That's what he do. And look at that.
There's a steal. Noah Jackson bringing up the floor. Up and under move. Couldn't get the fancy finish. Back the other way with it is the Gales. There they come with it. Pass back outside. Time Hardaway.
There's that spacing again. Look at that. Cut to the basket.
Resetting and finding Ty Newby. on the backdoor cut, tying this game right back up. 72 apiece.
Going to make Maestro look smart there, Coach Bennett. And you know what? You can keep my tie.
You can keep that as well. Aaron Lovejoy, projected second round pick right there, showing his worth on the glass as rebounder, and that's why he was able to get the second chance bucket right there. Newbie looking to try something here. Hardaway with it back in his hand.
Look at him
inside to Newbie once again. This time unable to finish. Good defense there from Rudy Williams. He brings the ball to the floor. The big guy doing it there. Jackson back in his hands, being guarded by Hardaway. Jackson ties it up, goes by Hardaway, gets to the rim and good.
Villanova reacted.
Will not be denied on that one.
Absolutely not. Big Ron, apologize to me to step on you there. Villanova reacted defensively. They kept up with the Gales, and guess what? They beat the Gales at their own game at the other end.
Absolutely, 100%, my friend. Now Hardaway looking to save, rise it up, and roll it down hard as time. Hardaway, 2-point lead with a Wildcat.
Leave a body in the drive-through. That's what I'm talking about.
That was disgusting. Now Jackson looking to go right back to back with Hardaway and answers.
Are we gonna swing like that?
Bucket.
We gonna swing like that? Uh-oh. Shoot, I'm gonna untie my shoes. Give me a minute.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Business is about to pick up here in the final 450 of this one. There's another steal. That one, Bell attacking and scoring through the contact of Ty Newbie. He don't care. He's scoring anyway.
Felonious behavior. Felonious.
Absolutely diabolical behavior there from Justin Bell, my friend. As the intensity is picked up here, Coulter from mid-range. Can't get it to go. Normally good from there. But I think off balance there really affected that one. It's loose. Newbie picking it up on the steal. The Romine, rather, picking up on the steal.
You know, earlier we picked up on how the Villanova crowd felt like they were a little in shock. I didn't think they expected this much out of the Gales, right? The Gales are giving to it's gonna be
That's tough. That's tough to the corner though. Bell all in his hand. Hardaway is on him. What about a screen there, but decided to not give it to him. They give him the ISO instead. Bell going to work through the contact. Unable to get the finish there. Hardaway up with it to the corner. Deep two, or is it a three? Good.
It's a tree.
It's a 380-77. Action picked up here, Maestro, the last 2 minutes, my friend.
That was right in the Gales' tempo. That's when they take their quick shots, run down to the middle, kick out to the corner. They've been making that work, but guess what? Villanova say, I'll swing right back.
Demarius Littman hitting that triple. In the three of their own, and the Gales can't answer there, but they'll get a second crack at it here. Coulter gives it off to Romine. Nicely done.
That was so awkward. That was like a first kiss on prom night, but they made it work. It was ugly at first, but they got it done.
It was awkward, but it ended up working.
Oh. Is this gonna be B-Ron? Is this gonna be about who's gonna be the first team to go on a missed shot streak? Because both teams are being very aggressive and making it pay off for them right now. As you see the Gales spreading out the offense right now, giving themselves a lot of open floor, selective cut to the basket. Ooh, dangerous cross-court pass, but they made it work. Oh, man's open. Oh. Step out of bounds. Unlucky move. Unlucky move there. Not what you want to see happen with that possession going on. The Gales cannot afford to have missed possessions like that. Not with 130 seconds left to go in the game. Villanova spreading out more to the basket. Shot up, rebound by Villanova. Kick back out. Oh, instant shot from deep, and it also missed. Gales with the rebound, bringing it back up the court. Gales need to start pressing on the gas a little bit, even though they're only down by 6. With this much time left, you need to start scoring and making it count, and cannot give away possessions, and they just did again. The crowd is now up. Listen to the crowd, sensing the victory, still close. Villanova is playing their best ball right now, and that's what they needed to do. But still with the motion is making it difficult. Yeah, missed shot. Gales bringing the ball back up the floor. Tough pass to the corner, but good reaction way to save. Time is working against the Gales right now. They need to find a quick open shot. Passing around the perimeter, resetting their spacing, and the three! Not quite there. Tough shot. And now Villanova will do well to slow down a little bit, take the emotion out a little bit, slow down that heart rate. Understand, everything is in your favor right now, but if you're going to attack, you just keep attacking, because that's what we do in Villanova. But they cannot give the Gales a chance to do something like this. This three now is completely in Villanova's favor. They have an opportunity to walk this out, but they're going to attack all the way through, and the strong finish pass in. Justin Bell. We're going to take a break right after this as Bell gets the hoop in the harm. We'll get the free throws as we get back.
Welcome back for the conclusion of this one. 42 and a half seconds left in this one, folks. 87-79. St. Mary's is very close to falling out of this one, Maestro. Villanova needs a little bit more oomph to get over the hump.
St. Mary's, the Gales, 4 possessions, back to back to back to back, unproductive. And not just unproductive because they missed shots. Unproductive because there were turnovers, unforced turnovers, bad passes, putting the ball in danger, doing all these things that you weren't supposed to do. And what do we say? Was this going to come down to a game where somebody was going to not just make a mistake, make a series of mistakes? Both teams were on fire, and guess what? Villanova, we talked about them being on the uptick right now. They're above their season average in points. They're above their season average in everything, which tells you what? They're moving straight up, but don't sleep on the Gales. The Gales are also played a very tough game. I think it surprised a lot of the Villanova faithful here tonight.
They're in for a surprise for sure, but the question is, will be a surprise win or a surprise loss? We'll see. What a block that was. Get that out of here. Wildcat the other way with it. Through the contact. Count the basket. No foul call. As it's a 10-point lead with the Wildcats. 25 seconds left in this one. Newbie spinning inside. No good. Second chance. Coulter for 3. No good as well. And that is going to wrap this one up. The Villanova Wildcats will win this one, their 3rd in a row. 89-79. Upsetting the number 22 St. Mary's Gales, and who knows, we could be looking at the next ranked team in top 25 come this Sunday. Villanova improves to 4-3 on the year. St. Mary's falls to 7-6 on the year. For Maestro, I'm V-Ron. Thank you for tuning in. Game 2, Georgia Tech Gonzaga coming up. We'll see you in that one. Good night from Pennsylvania.
is Jasmine Wesley, and I recently joined SimWorld Hoops. If you love hoops as much as you love art, you've got to check out SimWorld Hoops at discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. It is the ultimate virtual basketball experience. It's not like a regular game. It's like stepping into your own world. Whether you play or you're just a fan, it's time to see the game, be the game. Don't forget to check me out on social media at It's Jasmine Wesley.
Ha pasado mucho tiempo, tengo amores esperando mi regreso. Estoy cansada de decirles que lo siento, en mi futuro ustedes no los veo. Ya me acostumbré a estar sola. I found happiness en el mar y las olas. I refuse to settle, even if it meant that I'd be alone forever. Pero tú me enseñaste que el sexo no debe ser la única pasión en una relación, que soy linda, con make-up on también, natural como soy, como soy. Me enseñaste que los sentimientos que se siente uno al otro pueden ser mutuos. Me enseñaste que el amor debe sentirse como el amor. Disculpa, baby, espero que yo no te ofendo. I'ma be honest, never felt this kind of love before, todo nuevo. I like keeping the surface a really good way to keep 'em. So when you dove deep, it made me think that I would lose us. Ya me acostumbré a estar sola. I found happiness en el mar y las olas. I refuse to settle, even if it meant that I'd be alone forever. Pero tú me enseñaste que el sexo no debe ser la única pasión en una relación, que soy linda, con make-up on también, natural como soy, como soy. Me enseñaste que los sentimientos que se siente uno al otro pueden ser mutuos. Me enseñaste que el amor debe sentirse como el amor.
have the mind of a coach?
Are you willing to fight for your players? Can you handle it when things get heated? Can you manage your star player's ego? Can you handle the stress? Can you become a legend? The only place in the world where you can coach live in a virtual world. SimWorld Sports.
Life comes at you fast. Be ready with Nationwide. Investments, retirement, insurance.
I've invited Pedro over.
Pedro, my man!
We need to talk about something.
Great. Let's talk.
What's new, Pedro?
Look, Tim, for the past 12 years, Pedro and I have been having an affair.
What? I did not see that coming. At all. Pedro Jr., go to your room. Don't make that face. And take that ridiculous shirt off. Daddy loves you. Sorry, what were you talking about?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mecca of college basketball, the McCarthy Athletic Center. It's a battle of two top 15 teams in the SWU poll. It's Georgia Tech making the trip all the way to Gonzaga. It's a top 15 matchup live here on CBS. My name is Samuel Goldberg. I'm joined alongside by Coach Drayton. And Coach, we got ourselves an exciting top 15 matchup.
They always have me specially out here on the West Coast. I think this is going to be a great game. Looking for a spark-out performance by Caden Shipp, or maybe he's only matched by the offensive firepower of Donta Walker.
I know there's been a lot of speculation that you love the West Coast, as you are absolutely familiar with the West Coast college basketball scene. As we are underway, Gonzaga wins the tip. Coach, pass out to the corner. There's a three. That's good. Gonzaga starts off with a corner three. Georgia Tech to run a little bit of slow-paced offense. It's right there. A little bit of advantage right there. As they get the tip, and excellent hustle there on the defensive end. We'll see what they can do here on this second trip down. Take a look here at the starting five here for Gonzaga. Starting off with the main man of the hour, Caden Shipp, projected lottery pick in this upcoming draft. He is matched aside with Musa Mashad, Damian Luffy, Giovanni Conwell, and Kylo Kara Lampopoulos. Coach, what are you really looking forward to here in this matchup?
I gotta say, I think I've said it on broadcast probably one too many times. Georgia Tech runs a zone, and anybody who runs a zone, I respect the disrespect. Saying out of all the ways to beat us, you won't beat us shooting. I think if Georgia Tech controls the pace and Gonzaga's not making their usual shots in their spots, I think Georgia Tech can run away with this. They're one of those teams that, while their offense isn't blazing fast, they always get the shots that they want.
As you see right there, right on cue, corner three is good. And we have ourselves a tie ball game. You see, though, however, the Georgia Tech defense a little bit smaller in that zone. Their 7-footer, Malik Duffin, inactive because of that fight that happened a couple games back.
And while I do think that is definitely a knock on their interior defense, running the zone somewhat knocks the ability of always having to have taller defenders. If everybody plays their assignment and people know their roles and they're quick and moving out in space, anybody can run a zone with any size.
Exactly, I couldn't agree more. Zone defense is a absolute. When you run the defense correctly, it works out pretty well. Georgia Tech out here in transition. This will be a corner shot, no good. Rebounded by Gonzaga, and they're off and running. Conwell has it on the wing as Gonzaga looks to set up their offense. They get it to the point, and they go ahead and swing it. There's a high ball screen. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Dribbling his way inside and backing it out upon the perimeter. That's Shipp. Shipp with the clock running down and is going to shoot it from way downtown, but it doesn't go. Rebounded by Georgia Tech. Quick trigger, corner three, good! Georgia Tech is shooting the lights out early in this one. Absolutely incredible shot selection so far. That is Dante Bucker, who has been undoubtedly carrying this Georgia Tech squad. And there's the rejection. Yellow Jackets out in transition. Go to the corner. Now we'll slow it down a tiny bit.
And you gotta love how Georgia Tech absolutely is controlling the pace of this game. As slow as they go, they're making sure that all their shots they take are the shots they want to take. and then they just have lightning in the bottle and Donta Walker and.
Yeah, you said it, Coach. Dante Walker is absolutely incredible. Georgia Tech starting off this game hot on a 13-5 run. We'll step aside here on the CBS network.
Mom gave you a whole bag of Doritos just because your fish died? Here, boy, I won't hurt you. Bath time.
Billy, are you sharing those Doritos like I asked you to?
He's okay.
Welcome back here on the CBS Network. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in on all of our platforms that we are streaming on. We are so close to our next goal of giveaway of 2,000 EM. We need 5 more live viewers, so tell your friends, family, cousins, third cousins, whoever you know to tune into this exciting top 15 matchup. And Coach, one of these question marks that was coming into this game was how well will Zaza Gregorian step into this defense here for Georgia Tech? And Coach, he's definitely stepped in well.
He definitely has been a high energy player. Damon Stoudemire has taught these guys well. They run their zone efficiently. He has 2 blocks. He's been running the break. One of his blocks, I believe, was on Musa Mashad, who's 7'3". So while he's an undersized big, he definitely came with heart and intensity to step up in this crucial top 15 matchup.
Exactly, and if you're Gonzaga sitting at 7-4 on the season, there's a corner 3. No, look good! Caden Shipp is up here right there. For Gonzaga out of the break. As I was saying, it's important for Gonzaga to keep their foot on the gas pedal, sitting at 7-4 on the season.
In this Gonzaga team, they live and die by their offensive firepower and how they can get everybody involved. And the person that always gets everybody involved is Caden Shipp. And I think their main goal tonight was to force Caden Shipp completely off ball. That he has to settle for corner 3s. He has to settle for mid-range pull-ups. We're not going to let him be the one playmaking and getting everybody involved. And Zaza Gregorian with a block right there showing that even without Malik Duffin, this Georgia Tech defense is elite, as Adam Mahmoud scores on the fast break.
There, you said it right there. The Gregorian block is 3rd of the game so far. They have an excellent transition from defense to offense, and their lead grows yet again back to 9. 3-ball Walker in and out. Rebounded by Georgia Tech, and they'll look to go out on the break. At the top of the key is a foul. It's Conwell. Just a little bit too gregarious right there, and reaches in, and we'll see our first substitutions of our match. We'll look here at the block by Gregorian, sending the shot attempt of Kylo away.
And how good has this Georgia Tech ball movement been as they get everybody involved? Adam Mahmoud, Donta Walker, this Georgia Tech team is proving that they belong in that top 5 spot.
Absolutely winners of their last 5 as another corner 3 is good. Georgia Tech shooting 70% from the corner early on in this one. They are lighting it up from the corner. They're picking their spots. Gonzaga seems shell-shocked. Oh! The shell shock quickly goes away as there's an alley-oop jam. And speaking of jams, oh, and a block from behind. What a fantastic block right there by Jinxion Nellis. Sends the block into the second row.
And I think Donta Walker just got overconfident. He wanted to test the waters of the defense. They allowed the lane to be open, but the trailing defender wasn't trailing as much as it looks like. And another 3 from Georgia Tech.
Oh my goodness, this Georgia Tech team is lighting it up from the tray. Chase Colson Jr. getting in on the show. Gonzaga down a quick 13 points. Corner shot is good. That's Caden Shipp trying to put his team on his back right now and try and will his team back into this one.
And it's like I said, Damon Stoudemire's initial goal was to not allow Caden Shipp to be the playmaker that he usually is and get everybody involved. We'll leave him open at the corner of the 3 and force him to take corner 3s and mid-ranges. And it's worked up until this point, and it seems like he's heating up and doing his dance right now.
Yeah, Caden Shipp leads Gonzaga with points per game, 20.4 points per game, and he hit a nasty fadeaway tray from the corner. Gregorian. Shot goes up and then is blocked out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets will retain it after the block, and ladies and gentlemen, we have hit our next live stream goal. Brandon Roche, you are the winner of 2000 EM. Congratulations. And Roche is the winner, pardon me, as Collison hits the midi. Extends Georgia Tech's lead by 10, 25-15 as we approach the midway point of the first half. Conwell has it, gets a ball high screen. Conwell, a little behind the back, kicks out. Walker, Trey, no good, a little long. Rebounded by the Yellow Jackets, they'll look to push.
Perfect way to set up on defense right here. And that's just going to be too easy for Gonzaga to defend. They forced them to try and score inside, and with the defense that Gonzaga usually plays on the inside. Musa Mashad, not the greatest interior scorer, but is one of the better interior defenders.
You saw it on that play right there, affecting that shot. Gonzaga has a chance to cut this deficit to single digits. Walker inside, has it blocked! And the Yellow Jackets will take over. Zaza Gregorian having a game of his life so far. Seems like that Malik Duffin's is in the game, but it's just Zaza Gregorian at the spot.
And this might be the only time that actually got good Zaza from Atlanta, as he's been blocking and taking everything out of the paint today.
Nellis will foul Walker. On his way up. Walker will go to the line. Shoot 2.
And anybody who's not already a fan of Donta Walker, the DC native, truly has one of those alpha mentalities that he believes he can will his team into any situation as long as they believe in him, and he's truly focused on that team success. I think one of my favorite things about him is he looks for those big name matchups. Somebody like Caden Shipp, he definitely had this game circled. That's who he wanted to outscore. We're both considered lottery picks. He wants to show everybody that he belongs at the cream of the crop.
He's showing out right here in this contest. His second free throw attempt is up and is good. Georgia Tech extends their lead again to double digits. Gonzaga's got to find a way to slow down the Yellow Jacket offense. They have to get some good looks here and figure out a way to get by this zone. This is a good way to do it here. Corner three, in and out. And it's rebounded by 16, Jalen Colbert. The shortest guy on the court, standing at 5'7". Colbert has it at the top of the key. Gets it to Walker. Walker, spin move, and it's a rack attack! Dante Walker showing why he's a lottery pick. Spinning it on a rack attack right there. Georgia Tech is silencing this Zag crowd. You could hear a pin drop in here as that one brims out. Colbert gets it. The Yellow Jackets will look to set up again. Walker, quick trigger three. Short. And the Zags will go the other way with it. What do you think? Coach Drayton, what do we think here that Gonzaga has to do to get back into this contest?
I think that guy that everybody's really high on has to get the ball. Number 15. With shades of Carmelo Anthony, if Damian Luffy doesn't somehow step it up and get going in this game, I think everybody's well aware that this team is a 1-2 punch kind of team. Yvonne Codwell is good. Musa Mashad is great. But if the scoring efforts of Damian Luffy don't magically start to appear right now, then this game may be out of sorts. Because we already know that Damian Luffy, for the life of him, is not going to be able to stop Dante Walker. So he has to match his effort on scoring.
As you see, the Bulldogs will take a timeout. It's been all Georgia Tech here on the CBS Broadcast Network. Georgia Tech leads this one 31-15. Will step aside.
LeBron, jerseys dream of retirement.
Your jersey's dream now?
A special time when my jerseys can look back and reflect on all they've accomplished in their careers as my jerseys.
Kobe, I got to go.
A time for my jerseys to relax and pursue other interests, hobbies, handicrafts, painting, woodworking, establishing a multinational entertainment conglomerate with designs on dominating the field of animation, music, and cinema.
Your jerseys are doing all of that?
Well, 8 is more into decoupage, but 24 is quite ambitious. Quite ambitious.
I guess I'm walking to Milwaukee.
Welcome back here to the McCarthy Athletic Center. It's been all Georgia Tech in this one, and really the glaring thing for the Zags is a lot of their scoring is coming from Caden Shipp. 13 of the 15 points for Gonzaga. Coach Straighten, that is not a recipe for success.
Unfortunately, Zaza has more than done his fair share of getting high at the basket and destroying any shot that's come his way.
That's his 5th block today on the defensive end. As one of our good friends, Maestro, says he's got a dirty. Gregorian! My goodness, pulling the rabbit out of the hat. He's pulling all of the stops. Gregorian is quite literally putting on a show here in prime time. Corner 3 for the Zags. That is good. As it is GT from the corner. Finally, Gonzaga has a bucket. It actually was scored a 2.
And I think this zone, I've never been so impressed by a zone except for the last time I was watching one. This zone has pretty much done exactly what it's asked them to. Ooh, oh my God. Musa Mashad snatched it out the air.
What a block right there, leading to a corner 3. Good! Gonzaga rolling a little bit here after the timeout. What a block transition to a corner 3. Gonzaga switching up their defense in a more man-to-man approach right now. Yellow Jackets.
It may be a little too late as Georgia Tech has found every matchup that they wanted to. And Musa Mashad is on his defensive grizzly. He has literally sent every shot away.
Mashad, 2 blocks, a rebound, a corner shot, no good, a little long. Needed that one to fall if you were the Zags. Yellow Jackets trying to set up their offense. Little runner, that's no good. Offensive rebound, put back is good. Do-it-yourself playing right there, Darrell Hargrove, the team captain of this Georgia Tech squad. They're the Zags here. How do you stop this Yellow Jacket offense? You've done pretty much everything that you can. Shots like that won't help you get back into this contest, Coach Straight.
And they're out of the game right now, but they either need to go to defense or off to offense, or have a way for Caden Shipp and Damian Luffy to come in and just absolutely light it up. Because as it currently stands, anything that gets sent into the paint is getting sent right out of the paint. Zaza Gregorian has played absolutely out of his mind. I think he's vying for Malik Duffin's spot right now.
My goodness, Gregorian has no regard for anybody coming into his paint. That is the 6th block for Zaza Gregorian. He is playing out of his mind here, and as you said, could easily challenge for that Malik Duffin spot, as that one's no good. Offensive rebound, easy put back right there for Musa Mashad.
And you got to respect somebody that's 7'3" that can make easy layups like that. And I'm not saying that to be funny. A lot of college bigs and some prep bigs, they haven't quite yet found the rhythm in their size, and you can see them struggle to score on the interior early in their careers.
Pass to the corner for 3. That is good. Chara Lampopoulos from the corner, wide open. That's the thing, though, if you're going to play against this Georgia Tech defense, the corners are there for the taking, so you got to try and get this offense there, and that's not a smart shot by Colbert. There. Taking on somebody that's almost 2 feet taller than you. That layup's no good. Offensive rebound, put back up. That one is good. Georgia Tech, everything going right for them in this one.
And I think Georgia Tech is more than, for lack of better words, put in their reserve unit. I think they're comfortable with how they're playing. I think they feel like anybody that they put in is going to have success right now. And their sole focus is making sure Caden Shipp doesn't get to his spots and isn't allowed to play make. And it seems like that's worked better than I have even words for, as everybody else on this Gonzaga team has pretty much struggled against this zone.
And we're seeing it unfold right in front of us here as there's a three from the top of the key. Good. Giovanni Conwell. He's going to have to start getting going here in this contest if Gonzaga wants to make this close. As you know, college basketball, it is a game of runs. And oh, there's a rack attack right there as there was just no help defense. An easy bucket for Heron.
And that's what makes Damian Luffy the ultimate plus/minus player. What he can give you in offense, he's going to give right back up on defense.
There's back and forth offenses going right now. Gonzaga aiming more towards three. Georgia Tech, though, finding their way to the rim with no safety measures at all. It's all Georgia Tech in the paint. There is no defense whatsoever, and Gonzaga absolutely needs to tighten that up if they want to stay competitive in this game. Ship to the corner. Three ball. Nice. Storms is good. Lead cut to single digits. Zags fan base slowly getting into this one. We're trying to will their team to a stop. You can see Mark Few on the sideline eagerly telling his team to get a stop here. 3.5 minutes. There's an inside shot. It's no good, but there's a foul. Conwell gets called for the foul, and you can absolutely hear it here in the McCarthy Athletic Center, giving the Zebras a little bit of their own mind on that foul call right there.
And even though Georgia Tech has their lead is somewhat dwindled, I don't think that they've lost control of this game. Donta Walker's still not in. That's how confident that they are. They're going to rest him up until the second half. He absolutely dominated the first half, and I believe he only played 10 minutes of it.
Especially when you have your flow as good as Georgia Tech does right now, you can rest your guys for if anything comes about in the second half. Second free throw for Paulson is up, and that one rings out. It's a double-digit lead here for Georgia Tech, 10 points as we approach the 3.5-minute mark here in the first half. Gonzaga's finding the rhythm a little bit. They got a guy wide open in the corner. They're not passing it to him. Oh my goodness, lots of miscues here for the Zags. They go to the opposite corner. Ship driving in, has his pocket picked. Yellow Jackets will now look to extend their double-digit lead.
And it's, like I said, they're allowing everything to happen but Caden Ship to play make. If he's going to be their only scorer, they can live with that. They don't want him to get other people involved because he's one of those guys, a de facto leader, even though he's not the team captain. When he gets going and he can get his other guys going, you see the prowess of this rank 11 Gonzaga team. But without him being able to play make and him being the only person really getting shots, people start to question, all right, is this going to be one of those games where Caden Ship has to just lead us? With a steal happening right there, I don't think so.
Ooh, what a block right there. Caden Ship denying that one. But the little bit of a spurt here, the little runner basket from Kalen Colbert gets the steal as well. And Georgia Tech is rolling right now, Coach Drayton, and you have to be impressed, though, by the play of Zaza Gregorian, of what he's done here so far in the first half, just really stepping in for Duffin.
I mean, when you think of guys stepping up big in a major way, he's taking the place of a 7-footer. He's not even 6'8". He's came in, he's pounded the glass, he's dished the ball out, and he's smacked several shots that have came his way. If you're asking me, this is one of those games where it's like, you get to see how good, truly, a rank 4 team is in college basketball. That sometimes people question the rankings and argue the rankings. This team's not ranked 4 by accident.
Exactly, and as you said, the depth on this Yellow Jacket team is absolutely incredible to watch. And as you said, Stoudemire putting his roster together. And what's interesting to look at, too, for this the Georgia Tech team is that all but one player is from the state of Georgia.
I mean, and the one player that happens to not be from Georgia happens to be the human torch for this team, Dante Walker.
I don't know if that says something about the state of Georgia or if it says anything about Dante Walker. 46-34 here as we approach the 2-minute mark here in this contest. Yellow Jackets. Wow, a heavily contested shot there. It goes down for Miguel Pearson. That was a nifty shot there. Not a high percentage shot, but it goes in. And quite literally everything falling for the Yellow Jackets. That not a smart shot right there by Kylo Charalampopoulos.
And this zone that Georgia Tech's running, again, you have to respect the disrespect that they're willing to emphasize that, hey, you'll beat us 1,000,001 ways, but it won't be from shooting.
Yeah, exactly what you're seeing here is just masterclass defensive inside, as that jelly roll right there is fantastic from Pearson. As we approach a minute to play here in the first half, Georgia Tech putting up a 50-piece here on the Zags, and you got to think here for Gonzaga, how in the world do you stop the Yellow Jackets? I mean, look at this. They're doubling the inside. Shot clock winding down. We're under 5. Zags got to get a shot up here. Mid-range, no, little long. Chance for two shots here if you're Georgia Tech.
And for a team that usually is so slow and deliberate in how they play and always looking for the best shot and backdoor cuts, kind of like a Princeton offense, they've dominated the pace. Whenever they got a rebound, they've pushed the ball up the court and gotten buckets as early and as often in the shot clock as they could. Their three ball's been falling. They've been able to attack the rim at will. They've looked for certain key matchups. Luffy's been attacked a lot. Conwell's been attacked a lot. They just don't fear this Gonzaga team.
Last chance here for the Zags, and they might not get a shot. If they do, it's a long one. And that will do it here for the first half. It's been all Georgia Tech, 50-34. We'll have the second half for you coming up here on the CBS Broadcast Network.
Hey, who's this?
Oh, that's Kyle. He aced his 5th grade geography class. You see, now that we're using FedEx to ship globally, I have to learn all the countries again, so I brought in Kyle as a consultant. Did you know that we have customers in Czechoslovakia?
Actually, it's called the Czech Republic.
Yes, Kyle. You are a lifesaver. And without Kyle, I never would have heard of that new country called Buttheadistan.
We understand you want to grow internationally. FedEx serves over 220 countries and territories.
Welcome back here to the McCarthy Athletic Center. A 50-piece put up by Georgia Tech and Coach Straighten. It is thanks to Georgia Tech's shooting 71% from 3, 57% from the line. On the floor.
This team has done everything right. There's no real holes you can poke in Georgia Tech's game. They've kind of coasted in this league. They haven't done anything extra. They've played their exact game. They run their zone extremely well. They play lockdown defense. The defense has been locked down. They've been getting the shots that they want, and it seems like Gonzaga can't seem to rally back.
Rashad going to the line to shoot 2. 50% free throw shooter on the season. Something that Gonzaga as a whole needs to work on is their free throw percentage. 63% as a team. As the first one is knocked down. Gonzaga absolutely needs a run here to start off this game, and we've seen it in the past when games that you've called. Could we possibly see another overtime game with a game that you're on, Coach Straighten?
I'm gonna say no, but if you're a numbers guy, then you know the numbers are not in my favor. 100% this game is more than likely going to overtime.
Georgia Tech answers with a quick bucket after the missed free throw. Both teams now have a basket apiece to start off the second half of play. Gonzaga moving it around. Gets Kylo on the drive with the right hand. Has it blocked, but there's a foul called on Gregorian. That is his first personal foul.
And I say this a lot, but I don't agree with that call right there. I believe he got all ball. I think when somebody's dominating the paint like Zaza has, sometimes the refs are quick to say, well, he might have fouled the guy on the last time he blocked the shot, so we'll give him a foul this time if it's close.
So that'll send Kylo Charalampopoulos to the line. Shoot 2. And the first one is rattled in and good. It is quick. Like if you're especially a prep player looking at how these teams are playing in this one, this is exactly the style that you want to come into in a college program. This is exactly how you should mirror your game. Nobody's trying to be flashy out there on the court. They're working together as a team. You see a little bit of pressure here now from Gonzaga, realizing the dire situation that they're in, down 15. Oh my goodness, nice move there. The right hand can't finish. That's a basket that you absolutely need.
And usually never afraid to step up in big matchups. We have Caden Shipp on Donta Walker. They did play prep basketball against each other. So this is one of those matchups that you love to see. Damian Luffy from 3, and it does not connect.
There's a foul called on the floor. Conwell really shaking his head there at the official as you take another look at the snatch block from earlier in the game. And that right there, you could really see the emotion right there on Conwell, really disagreeing with that loose ball foul. Walker trying to find some razzle-dazzle, kicks it out. And the Yellow Jackets will try and set up their offense. Walker has it on the far right wing. Walker, step back, trying to get around Shipp. Can't do so. Walker goes inside to Gregorian, who kicks it out. 3 ball. That is good.
And I think out of everybody on Georgia Tech, I think Adam Mahmoud's probably the last person that you want to see wide open. If anybody's familiar with his career in SimWorld Prep, he dominated the three-point scene as an AT alien and decided to stay home at Georgia Tech, my bad.
Yeah, Adam Mahmoud shooting 50% from 3 on the season. Can't leave a guy like that wide open, especially if we're trying to come back into this one, as that runner is no good. Gonzaga going left to right. Shot inside, no good. And the Zags having trouble finding some rhythm, and down the lane On a jam is Dante Walker, and the crowd is silent here at McCarthy Athletic Center as the lead grows to 20. Corner shot is good from Caden Ship, as it has just been a clinic coached right in by the Yellow Jackets.
And when a team's running a zone to this level and you kind of can't get to your spots and your de facto leader is not able to do what he does and his ability to play make, it becomes like, it feels like you're drowning. You get submerged deeper and deeper and deeper into the waters of their defense, and you're just trying to find a way to break their zone, and they've struggled to.
Seeing a substitution here after the nice block by Michon. 7'3" interior beast, as the runner is no good. Gonzaga needs a basket on this possession to get some momentum back in their corner. It's a 3 from Ship. That's a little long. Rebounded by Gregorian. Gregorian running the break himself. Pass into the middle for Walker. Walker will put it up with the right hand. That's no good. He gets his offensive rebound. And the Yellow Jackets will set up their offense again. Nice little pick and roll right there. Kicked out to Walker. Walker lost it for a second. Got it back. Yellow Jackets got to get a shot up at the buzzer, and it's in and out. The Zags go all the way down, and there's a facial right there. Jason Ellis putting Miguel Person on a poster. And there's a little bit of life now for this Zags crowd as they find themselves down 16 with an old-fashioned three-point play coming up.
And I have nothing to say outside of that, but exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Gotta convert your free throw there. It's free. Nobody's guarding you. Georgia Tech with Gregorian again running the point. Gregorian through the lane. My goodness, Gregorian being a little bit advantageous there. Can't get the bucket to go. Gonzaga, they need to keep rolling here and get on a run. Ship wide open from the corner. That's all nylon. 13-point lead now for Georgia Tech. Again, they got to attack the corners. That zone that Georgia Tech runs, Coach Strayton, they're leaving those corners open.
And as open as it is, I still don't think Georgia Tech's spreading, because it seems like whenever they need points, they can get points rather easily.
And Georgia Tech is willing their way into the paint. Gonzaga, it's almost like when the Trojans took their horse into the castle. They're just tearing down from the inside. Here's a 3 from the wing. That's no good. Gregorian the rebound. And again, Gregorian's going to run the point. He is quite literally feeling himself right now. Gregorian in the post. Little right hook is good. Zaza Gregorian is absolutely full of adrenaline right now. Coach Drayton, you have to absolutely like what you're seeing here from Zaza Gregorian in this start tonight, as there's another mistake for Gonzaga.
And for anybody who knows me, I'm a big fan of the unconventional point forward. Now, I've never really seen a point center outside of Nikola Jokic, but somebody with 4 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 6 blocks, shooting 50% from the field. You gotta love to see it when you get a chance to.
Colbert was called for the reach-in foul. That's the 4th team foul on Georgia Tech. Gonzaga getting close to that bonus for some free throws, so might want to be a little bit aggressive here with potential free throws looming in the distance. Corner 3, Ship, no good. Walker the rebound. And Georgia Tech pushing it down the court. Into double coverage, there's a turnover. Hargrove lost the ball. Up and down! What goes up must come down right there on the lob. And now the crowd in McCarthy Athletic Center is into this one. Gregorian gets it to Walker, back to Gregorian. To Walker again. Walker, crossover to the cup for two. And oh boy, how quickly the volume in the Athletic Center came up. Again, what goes up must come down. It is silent again.
And I think Caden Shipp has to find a way to get guys involved. I know they're trying to ice him out and just force him to be a spot-up shooter. But if other guys don't get involved on this Gonzaga team, this game, unfortunately, is going to end up a blowout.
Gregorian running the point. Colbert has it. Colbert gets to Walker. Walker finds Hargrove. Back to Colbert. Colbert with Shipp on him. Gets it to Walker. Little turnaround jumper. That's no good. And we're going the other way. Gonzaga absolutely needs something here. Reese has it. Colbert on him. Reese gets it to Shipp. Shipp was open there for a brief moment. Elected to not shoot the three. Shipp. Clock winding down. Lost the ball. And the Yellow Jackets are off and going on the break. Colbert. Crossover inside to Gregorian. Puts up the right hand. That's no good. And Gonzaga now off in transition. Oh man, this, as you said it, the Shipp will take the three from the corner. That's no good. The Zags are as cold as ice. They cannot find a bucket, and that is surely affecting them in this one, Coach Drayton.
I gotta wonder, at what point are they going to start getting Damian Luffy involved? Because they have Caden Shipp's number. If anybody was wondering how you stop this high volume score, this lottery pick, go watch Georgia Tech as they gave teach tape on how to stop Caden Shipp from getting to his spots and getting comfortable in the game.
I mean, this is like clockwork right here. They are absolutely haltering this Gonzaga offense, but there's a mismatch right there that if you were a betting person, you'd surely take the matchup right there. An easy bucket for Rashad on Colbert. 7-3 against 5-7. 99 out of 100 times I'm taking the 7'3" player. Colbert has it. Top of the key. Reese on him. Gets a screen from Walker. Colbert. Little crossover. Trying to go inside with Reese on him. Colbert tries to put it up, and there's contact in the foul. Reese strongly disagreeing with the call, along with Gonzaga fans here, trying to desperately get something to get back into this contest.
This is what I like to call a stinker. This has been a stinker of a performance by Gonzaga. If somebody took the numbers off these teams, I wouldn't believe that this is the rank 11 team at home losing like this.
You got to think that Gonzaga will surely fall down the ranks in the SWU poll. I would even argue that Georgia Tech might even go to number one. I mean, they have been incredible this season. And I know you have teams like Alabama who sit at 15-1, but Georgia Tech right now looks like the best team in all of SWU.
And when you look at this team, it seems like they aren't necessarily special. When you look at other top 5 teams, they have that de facto guy that everybody's like, yeah, every team wants him. While Donta Walker is a lottery pick, a great future SWBA talent, I don't think that he's a guy that most people are like, yeah, if I have him at the 2 or if I have him at the 3, this team immediately becomes a contender. He's not Cooper Flagg. He's not some of those other guys. And because of that, Georgia Tech's allowed to play more loose and more free, because when the other guys step up, because you're trying to stop what you believe is the lottery pick on the team, you get shots like that. Everybody's flowing perfectly. It's just great team basketball.
That is an excellent job right there. Kalen Colbert, that's his 3rd steal of the game. Gonzaga now just trying to find some things here that work as they bring the double team for a slight second. And there's just Gonzaga, it seems like they're afraid to shoot as they midi from the free throw line is good, but you're seeing a lot of guys on Gonzaga, Coach Drayton, open from three, but yet they're not electing to shoot it as Georgia Tech calls a timeout. They find themselves up 66-50 here on the CBS Broadcast Network. We will step aside here as it is all Georgia Tech.
Car's all yours.
Thanks. Cars.com's expert reviews made it easy, but...
Shouldn't there be more back and forth?
You missed the drama, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this will do the trick.
Oh, it's a puppy.
Not a puppy, a wolf.
What now?
He's a wolf. And that is its incredibly protective mother.
Put the wolf down.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good. Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back here on the CBS Broadcast Network, and there is your CBS Player of the Game, Zaza Grigorian, in his first start this season. Looks like a veteran out there on the court. He is playing out of his mind. He's got 6 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 blocks. He is just playing out of his mind. Walker collects his own miss and then puts up another one. Gonzaga will head down. And really, just today, Coach Drayton, it seems like Gonzaga has been playing scared, except up until this point with Kylo Charalampopoulos putting up that shot. But it seems like Gonzaga has been playing scared as of late. They've lost 3 of their last 5, soon to be 4 of their last 5. And Coach Drain, do you think this Gonzaga team is playing scared?
I definitely feel as though that they're playing scared. Their de facto leader has officially has kind of been iced, and Zaza Gorian with an ugly shot that just goes in.
I mean, it is that type of night for this Georgia Tech team. But again, just Gonzaga, I mean, they just can't find anything. Gregorian, another block. Give him 8 blocks. He's almost to a double-double in rebounds and blocks. Close to a triple-double.
He's close to a quadruple-double.
Quadruple, I know, my goodness. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shot from the corner is good. Charalampopoulos.
And I think he just tried to bait him into a block right there. Anybody who's played the game, when you know you're close to a stat, you kind of like start cherry picking it. It's why he's bringing the ball up the court. He's like, hey, let me get 2 more assists. All right, let me score right here.
That one no good, and the tip is fantastic. Got to box out if you're down low, and Gonzaga is just not playing good fundamental basketball. I mean, Mark Few has to be incensed right now with how his team is playing. 3 from the corner, and that's short. And the shooting woes continue for this Zags team. Coach Strahan, do you think that this Gonzaga team finds themselves in the top 25 poll on Sunday?
Yes, because their resume is better than this one loss. I think you can now make the argument for Georgia Tech being a little higher. People questioned how high they should be because people felt like they didn't play anybody. But thrashing a top 15 team kind of makes people more confident. Great shot right there by Caden Shipp, but I think it's too little too late.
This Gonzaga team just seems like they are all out of sorts right now. They couldn't figure out how to crack the code on this Georgia Tech 2-3 zone. Dante Walker, oh my goodness, thought he had a razzle-dazzle moment, but that was blocked by Mashaw. Shipp from the corner. That's in and out. And the shooting woes still happening to Yips for the Zags. Little drive. Oh, and another block. Back-to-back blocks for Mashad. So playing good interior defense, trying to fire his team back into it, trying to will his guys back in. But I don't necessarily agree with this decision to take him out of the game after back-to-back brilliant defensive plays.
Now I always say every basketball game's close. You just need to hit a certain amount of threes in a row. So to bring that back, if somehow by happen chance, if Gonzaga wins, they need to hit 8 threes in a row. Not saying that it's going to happen, but it could happen.
So what you're saying is somebody needs to go on a Kyle Korver-esque type of run.
It could happen. You never know.
Oh, man. So 2 free throws coming up here for Georgia Tech. And you see that Mashad came right out of the game for Gonzaga. What did Georgia Tech do? They attacked the paint. Now that 7'3" guy isn't in there. And I think Coach Few might have heard me, because guess who's checking back into the game? Mashad.
Damon Stoudemire definitely has talked to Mark Few. Clearly, he knows exactly what he's thinking. He's in his mind, and he's perfectly countered him at every step of the way this game.
I mean, this is the exact way on how to play a game of chess right here for Georgia Tech. I mean, you have matched every move that Gonzaga has had right there. Here's the steal, and it's showtime on the little floater right there by Jace Colson Jr. Nice steal and score. And Georgia Tech expands their lead even more. It's 21 points now. Crossover. Shipp. Jumper good. Nice play right there by Caden Shipp.
But you got to start feeling like it's a little bit too late for this Caden Shipp dynamic show that he's finally starting to put on. I wish he would have gotten a chance to play make, but Damon Stoudemire, a former NBA SWBA player, he probably knew Caden Shipp's game in and out, and did great analysis to stop him. It just wasn't Gonzaga's night tonight.
Conwell picks up the block on the defensive end, and there's a nice putback right there. Charalampopoulos grabs his own miss and puts it back up the left hand. It's a 17-point game now with 5 minutes to play. Gregorian inside. He is good again. Nearing
He's
ever
now on
closer.
triple-double watch.
He's on triple-double. He's got a double-double. He's on triple-double alert. Quadruple-double alert. Ship from the corner. That is short. It's very uncharacteristic for a guy like Caden Shipp to be missing these wide-open corner shots. As Walker promptly misses that one, Shipp the rebound. Shipp brings it up the court, left hand, little layup, that's no good. Gregorian the rebound. Team leader with rebounds, Gregorian bringing the ball up. Trying for his first career triple-double, Gregorian. Selects the ball to move around now for Georgia Tech. Trying to run plays for Gregorian. Nice little screen right there from Gregorian to free up the layup of Jace Colson Jr. Ian, and if you're Coach Damon Stoudemire, Coach Drayton, I mean, you might think that once Malik Duffin comes back, we could see a rotation of where Gregorian and Duffin are on at the same time. I mean, that would be a scary thought.
To me, I think Gregorian worked himself into being maybe like the backup small forward. He showed the ability to pass. He's shown the ability to defend in space. I think he's one of those like utility players. I'm gonna liken him to Kyle Anderson, that he's not an elite athlete, but he can be in the right place at the right time because he seems high IQ.
Yeah, he's definitely using that high intelligence in this one at the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul was called on Musa Michal. And for Zaza Gregorian, I mean, he's just been a piece that Damon Stoudemire has found a gem in for his program. Coach Drayton.
And this is a Georgia native, and when I say Georgia, I'm not talking about the place with Atlanta. I'm talking about Georgia, the country.
Also, I unironically made a mistake earlier in the broadcast thinking he was from Georgia. But no, he's from overseas Georgia.
He's still a Georgia player, and you gotta love it because the team, for the most part, has kept everybody except for Donta Walker from Georgia, even though they have a player from the country, Georgia.
Keeping it in, and they're going to give it to Gregorian again. Gregorian backing person down. Gregorian goes up with the right hand. That is no good. Shipp has it. Nice defense there from Shipp, down low.
And I think that's where the European game really has shined. And there's a couple of overseas players on this Gonzaga roster that generally guys that come from Europe aren't as position locked as American players are. When somebody calls themselves a point guard in American standards, they usually can only play point guard. When somebody calls themselves a wing, they can usually only play wing. You can see that he knows the game of basketball extremely well. He can play make, he can finish, he can defend in space, which is usually rare for European players, but it seems like he has every knock on this, at least in this game, checked.
Exactly. European players are especially becoming more and more prevalent now in today's game. As Gregorian will get to the line to shoot 2. Picked up a rebound as well as the first free throw is down. And now we'll see some more rotational guys coming in here at the end of this game. 2:15 left to play. Georgia Tech is definitely putting the nation on notice after this dominant performance against 11th ranked Gonzaga. Second free throw up, no good. I mean, Coach Drayton, I mean, you have to feel like that everybody's on notice whenever they meet this Georgia Tech team.
One of my favorite things about college basketball is hurt as Gonzaga and their fans can be about this game. They can rest assured and kind of brush it off, because until conference play starts, everybody's just trying to find their groove. You're trying to find your identity, find the guys you can and can't go to, because until conference play, nobody's spot in basketball is locked.
Exactly, and right now Georgia Tech. I mean, even if come conference play too. I mean, you have to think that a lot of their opponents coming up in ACC conference play. I mean, they got to figure out, okay, how do we attack this 2-3 zone, because it seems like teams are just not having great success against it. As that one counts in for Georgia Tech.
Damon Stoudemire definitely is showing those signs of being a genius and knowing how to work against certain teams. If you're one of those prep guys and you're from the Southeast and you think you need to get in somewhere where you fit in, they definitely have a lot of spots open at Georgia Tech, and Damon Stoudemire seems to be flawlessly coaching his team.
Stoudemire has just put a absolute fantastic roster together, as that one is up and good for Michaud. He'll go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. As Dante Walker will check back into the game, is Gregorian will take a seat, and my goodness, what a performance for Gregorian on the day.
I think he did it. I think he proved that if for nothing else, he can fit in with the starting lineup.
Absolutely.
Even if you say he shouldn't be the starter, Malik Duffin is still a better defender than him. I think Gregorian proved that he definitely deserves more minutes.
Zaza Gregorian today, 13 points, 16 rebounds, 8 assists, 8 blocks, and only 2 turnovers. Shot 41 or 42% from the field. Walker on the drive puts up that one, no good. But Zaza Gregorian has just honestly shown that this Georgia Tech team is quite scary from all aspects on the court. Stoudemire, I mean, even with his team up 23 points, he's still getting on his team about stuff. I mean, he expects perfection. He expects this team to take it all the way. And right now, especially through their non-con schedule, I mean, it just looks fantastic for this Georgia Tech team.
And I usually say the crack in teams that run zones diamond is their defense, but it seems like the defense is all the rage on this Georgia Tech team, as they were able to get as many steals as humanly possible, and then they even made somebody like Caden Shipp look less than stellar.
A little bit of confusion here on the court between Gregorian and Charles Lampopoulos. It seems like we're all settled in now. As the second free throw from Walker is up and good. Gregorian does in fact check back into the game. Probably begged coach, hey, I need to get either 2 more assists or 2 blocks for a triple-double. We'll see what happens here. Under 30 seconds to play here. Gonzaga probably holding out here for this last shot. As it goes to the wing. Nellis will put it up. That's no good. Almost blocked there by Gregorian, but to no avail. And Georgia Tech will just dribble this ball out. And what has been a masterful performance here by the Yellow Jackets. Coach Drayton, your final thoughts.
Gonzaga shouldn't be too hurt by this. While this game ultimately shows the crack in their diamond, it's still early enough in their season where they can come back and fix some of this stuff up. Maybe a slight lineup change. Try and get more focus on guys like Damian Luffy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for us here on the CBS Broadcast Network. Gonzaga falls to 7-5. Georgia Tech goes to 12-1 on the season. SimWorld Sports, when you are in the game.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld Sports.